You still wanted to dance, Abby? The song has finished. All right, so back to this conversation we're having, how, the police were seen, receiving gifts. I'm also worried that we need to do better for ourselves, right? We need to, and I see that it's how we treat ourselves that will make outsiders. The same way we treat ourselves. It's like how you love yourself is how people that come to your space will love you. How you treat yourself is how people around you will treat you. Yes, you teach people by what you tolerate, right? So it's easy for them to line you up to send you a gift, which they know they cannot do in their country or in any other country as far as I'm concerned. If they wanted to do an appreciation, there's nothing stopping them from writing a letter to the police. Posting it, yes. You guys did this, you were professional, you did your job and all of that, and this is appreciation. There's also something like going into the police station and asking, what are the needs of this station? We have needs.
Social support.
If you go to many police stations, you don't see good chairs. There's no fan. The place is not painted properly. It's dilapidated most of the time. The cells are not looking good. Okay, I would like to invest in this because of the job you guys have done. This is what I want to do. And the officers too that are working, you want to give them something. I believe that this should come to them. You go into the office, you have a conversation. Who is in charge for welfare? I have a gift. Even me, when I want to gift people around me, I don't line them up.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, even my workers. I gift them from time to time. I don't line them up. Yeah, you take. I can't do so. You take. You.
Is it not stress on the person counting the money safe?
I just call somebody who is the head here. Okay, this is it for you people. How you share it is not my business. So we need to work on our own trust system. It's not supposed to be my business coming into your organization to ask how they share. I gave Amaka something. How did Amaka share it? It's not supposed to be my business. We do that internal cleanup by ourselves.
Okay, so will you say that it would have been bad if they had come into their office still wearing their uniform? Because what I can deduce from all you have said is that they were wearing that uniform. What if they were in their office and somebody goes there to go and give them the money?
That's different.
Wearing that uniform.
In the office.
So you know that when they were gifting them, you know they didn't know that they were taking those pictures. Let's say they knew they were taking videos, but they didn't know that they were taking those videos to post.
But why do you take videos?
Why do you take videos? For archive reasons.
What if they are not posted? We won't know that something like that happened.
Exactly.
So it's because they posted it. Look, we collaborate. Look, my own problem is we Nigerians.
I just got beg you.
Wait. You know we Nigerians, we always, when something happens, that's when we start looking at all the correct ways of how to have been like this, to have been like that, to have been like this. Look, these people, the police, they've come out and they've complained most times. They're not well paid.
Okay.
You know, they are going through stuff. Their place of work. Have you been to a police station? Have you seen where they work from and everything? It's terrible. It's a terrible place.
And then you come.
Yes. They can do anything for even 500. It's not you on the road when you are passing. Sometimes you dash them 500 naira. Because of 500 naira, they'll stop you. They can do anything for any amount. You are seeing 5,000 as small money, but they are seeing it as a lot of money. So what I'm just saying is because the video was taken. If it was not taken, all these things won't be saying it. So let's say now, it's now that we will now start thinking of how to make sure that they shouldn't behave like this, they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. It's now that we're saying it.
But information has reached me that the police officers, they've been sanctioned because they traded money for their professionalism and self-esteem. Yes, and that they saw the video when they were recording it. They did not do it behind them. They saw the video and they did not caution. Because there are certain places in Nigeria where you can't make videos. Even when you're passing immigration and customs, you're not allowed to use your camera. Police station, certain places. So they should know better. And they do not know better. And the good thing is that they have been sanctioned. So I love that about.
And maybe the report of the sanctions should be out there, because the people that saw this, if they don't report it back to us, we might also feel that nothing was done, or maybe it's just the regular frenzy. So it's just very bad. It's just very bad, because no Nigerian will do this in China. They carry their officials with so much respect. They don't even let you talk down on them. But in Nigeria, maybe the police officers have also positioned themselves to embarrass us, because sometimes it's like that. You people will not increase our money, we will embarrass you. And because a shame for one, it's a shame for all. It starts from the #1 citizen of this republic. Because having this video on the street of China for children who don't even watch Nigerian movies, it's like, oh, so this is how they behave. And another thing comes back to we in Nollywood. There has been a lot of wrong projections. We know that movies nowadays, we're exporting them, and a lot of foreigners binge on our movies and our content. Maybe they should just try from there and
clean up.
We know that it's not like this 100%, but at least just add some make-believe. Maybe if they continually see it the way it is supposed to be done, it will ginger them to do what is right. That's it. But for this video,
and as a filmmaker, if I ever have to do anything that has to do with the police, there's a way I would deliberately project them. Because that's how they sold America to us. If you go there, you will see all the things that are happening there, but they will show us
the
beautiful.
glamour
They have showed up, they don't take bribe, they have reported, they are clean, they are this, they are that. Everybody's like, America, the land of dreams. Let's go to America. Everybody wants to go to America. Hey, you know, enter there. First time I landed there, I was in New York. The beggars said, I want that. I said, what's going on here? Many of them were sleeping on the street.
yeah, some less people.
Hey, bro, beggars everywhere.
You stand up for Nigeria.
Let's take this call. Oduayo. Good morning, Oduayo. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning. This is Oduayo from Oniale for Ogun State.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
My contribution is that what the video that video is a total disrespect to the nationality of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted to contribute is this: we have worked with Chinese people. I want to speak on what Amasi is saying, that it's a gift, anybody can receive a gift. I want you to understand that I've worked with Chinese people. I know their orientation and their perspective about Nigerians. The purpose of that video is to disrespect Nigerian nationality. There is not about it's to disrespect. I've worked with Chinese people. I studied engineering. I started from the grassroots. I worked with them as technicians. They wanted to disrespect the purpose.
They're deliberate.
We just tell ourselves the truth. We stop deceiving ourselves. They wanted to disgrace us as Nigerians. Our security agents are corrupt. And they don't even have any regard. They are so poor and they are wretched. That's just it. Because I work with them. If you know, I cannot. The exam will not permit me to
explain what you have experienced. Thank you, Dwyer.
I've not experienced. Yes, I've not experienced, but I had a sister who worked with one of the hair attachment companies, and the way she emphasizes that they are very stingy, like their hand packed super glue when they were crawling. That the way they do, like, in fact, do you know that we have situations where she was actually telling me one year that they lost like 4 persons, and those people bloody swept it under the carpet.
Yes.
Wow.
And they won't let it come out because they feel that even the police station where you're going to, they have
their people. Yeah.
So that's why I insist that there is a motive. Sending it into their group shows that they want to completely downgrade Nigeria for other people that want to come in that just have your money. That's the only language these people understand. And that's the only thing why
but let me tell you, like what she said about the Americans. You know, let me tell you, a lot of things happens in America, but before it gets to the media space, they will have erased it. So what we will have done is that's where we are supposed to sit up and start regulating what comes out to the media.
You don't come with your phone into the police station. In fact, we need to start respecting ourselves. We need to also help our police.
Yes.
We need to put that respect in them. Yeah. You don't come to the station because an ordinary citizen does not come to the station with your phone. You're not allowed. Even when you're making statements, they collect your phone from you. If you go to the police station, try it, that something happens and then you're making you are not allowed to enter with your phone. There are security agencies that you're not allowed, the immigration you're not allowed to enter with your phone. We should make it a policy. So nobody has a right to come and be videoing you when it's not
and they were smiling.
They were smiling. They felt comfortable with it.
No, we have to help them. That's
okay. So, Bobby, I'm not supporting that. I'm not saying that what they did is right. But I'm just saying yes.
Yeah, we don't explain your point, my darling. Stay with your point. We agree with you because you have a point as well. We also need to look at their welfare, how they are perceived, how they are treated, how life is easier for them. It also helps with their pride and integrity, right? There's an adage in my place that says, meaning if they say they will not give you food, they want to starve you with hunger. When when the person comes, swear your belly, look like you have eaten to show that I don't care about your food, even when you are very, very hungry. I think that's where we need to enter when it comes to our security agencies. Even though we know that we're still working towards, you know, getting their welfare properly, they themselves should be able to say, this is not acceptable. I respect my uniform. And we ourselves should respect their uniform, irrespective of anything.
Okay, one last question, because I want to ask you, like, so who is in charge of the uniforms or the boots of the police officers?
I think
because they should
buy them.
Okay, they buy themselves.
They've said this several on different apps that they buy. Even the military have accused that they buy these boots and this uniform.
They are not supposed to.
They are not supposed to.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the Nigerian uniform.
Because the man that the brought in that doesn't have a boot, that is wearing slippers, whether I like it or not, they're representative of the police force. And if one person is looking like that, so I think that the police force should take charge of that. Where maybe every 3 months, every 6 months,
they change
it for them. Because if you're waiting for someone that has maybe bills to pay or whatever to take their money, people have issues.
Should I shock
maybe
you?
Sick kids.
Should I shock you? I think about 2 years ago, I saw that news. There was an illegal police sewing uniform factory somewhere in Lagos. That is illegal.
So they buy from the person.
That the people can. So that's why some even civilians have access to buy to the uniform, stand on the road. Because if it came from one channel, and you have all your officers registered, come in with your registration number or what have you, and pick up your uniform. So we won't have this. They just buy camo on the street, buy police uniform on the street, and we don't even know who is who at the end of the day. I think sometimes I left the studio a few months back around Alausa area, and this police officer just told me that I was in a very good mood. And he was just like, Madam, I said, no, no, they give person money. And the guy gave me 500 naira. I'm very honest. I did the video, I think around December
really
time.
Nice ones.
They are nice ones.
The way he said, Madam, anything for us. I said, oh, no, they give person money. And that thing endeared me to that man, because anytime I pass there, I usually see him. So it now became a habit for me to gift him. I won't lie. Because it's one good turn. Somebody that can give you 500. And when I posted it on my social media page, people were like, don't take the money into you. I say, money that I spent. Money
Why shouldn't you?
As well.
So I continue to gift anytime I see him around that place and I have cash. I think his name is Thank God. I will not say I don't know more than that, but I mean that gesture shows that it's not all of them. That is actually bad.
Even this gifting, we gift them on the road.
On the road, wearing their uniform.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
You can imagine.
I don't know. I'm looking at it like this.
Yes. So you can imagine bringing out your phone.
Now I wouldn't have brought out my phone, because I knew that the genuinity of me gifting him was because he gifted me first. I could have brought out my phone when he was gifting me to say, oh, Nigerian police, they are good, and do some image repair. But I didn't need to. I didn't have to cast it. It's between me and him and God, because at least I was just appreciative of that. He could have refused it, saying that he was in uniform, but he also saw my intention that it was genuine. No, I'm not That's saying, the problem with this one.
So now,
okay, Ramatu, go ahead.
So this one now is because it's foreign people that gave the money.
No.
And then wait,
no,
now
the
and
advertisement
then
of the giving
so
is the
because
problem.
Okay, so you did not take your. That's the only difference that you didn't take videos.
Mine, I didn't take videos, and because I didn't have a reason to take a video for me just gifting the police.
But you know they did something for the Chinese person. That's why the Chinese person
he did something for me. That's why I'm also giving him money. But I said he could have had a choice to refuse. Okay. Now this is different in this context.
You know what I hear? I hear that our culture of giving and receiving is flawed.
Exactly.
Yes. So that's where the problem is. Exactly. Our culture of giving and receiving is flawed. So the police are used to receiving. They see it as part of our culture. A Nigerian can gift them. A Chinese can give them. An Indian can gift them. So they don't see it as anything. Now, if we want to change this whole dynamic, even we ourselves will stop gifting them on the streets.
That's what it means.
So once they are on uniform, they are not expected to collect anything from anybody.
So how do they appreciate them?
Can we sustain
station now?
You go and appreciate me. I'm going to appreciate this you on behalf of the person on the road.
Can we sustain it?
That's another thing. Yes, we can sustain it.
How?
And this is how we can sustain it. Going back to CSR, corporate social responsibility, like you rightly touched on. I can decide that I have money to, instead of calling Olokpa, lining them up, I have 100,000, 200,000, let me go and paint. But you know, sometimes the way they will stress you, you would almost regret why you came to just do a simple act of service
for them.
The way they're like, where are you coming from? Yeah, do this, and sometimes they will now almost tell you that, Auntie, don't you think it's better you give us this money than painting government property? So it is that culture of let people do They need better environment. Sometimes you go to their police stations and it's completely a shadow. You can barely even see lights to see each other. Looking dark.
I say we see right statements.
Do you understand? Very dingy. So if they open up to citizens coming to appreciate them by taking care of their environment. But when you start now, some people say you have political ambition. It's another part.
We don't care about what people say, but
that's what we are saying.
Okay. We have Abdul from Abuja. Good morning, Abdul. Abdul.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Is it Abdul or Abdul?
Today.
Abdul.
Yeah,
Abdul. Okay.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm also a regular caller. I just called to appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Regular caller.
Busy. I would like you to give me this dress after I will give it to my wife.
I'm selling, no. House of BC, just come and buy. We have 2 pieces left.
I want to get to Ramotu.
Okay.
You said something about I'm taking you back. I'm very sorry about the Boko Haram.
Okay.
That was not true. In fact, those people pay tax to Boko Haram to protect them. You can confirm that from Babajide.
Okay, from the newspaper.
The newspaper review that Boko Haram, the villagers enable the Boko Haram people.
Oh, okay. I said some villages.
It's the community that pays tax to Boko Haram to protect them. Not Boko Haram giving the community money to shield them. No.
Okay, like society that contributes to Boko Haram for protection. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you. Yes, so I'm just thinking of so many ways we can help the police.
We just need to.
We don't have. We don't have. I see NGOs being set up for different things. So we're working for people that have cancer. This organization, girls that I've never heard an NGO set up for police welfare. Yeah. Why don't we have something like that? Why are we not thinking of how? Because this would have made it so easy. You are looking for, you have extra 200 now. Maka has extra 300. You are looking for which good to do. Because sometimes you have money and you want to do good for, and you are thinking in your head, what do I do now? Who do I give this money? Who do I bless? Right? Those monies can be channeled to organizations that are after police welfare. We don't have those organizations.
Okay, I know. Answer me, please. I actually went to Google now and NGO on police welfare, and I'm seeing that several NGOs in Nigeria focus on police welfare and reform.
What are their names?
The Clean Foundation is a prominent organization promoting public safety and security. We have the SPAT project aim to empower the Nigerian police force with professionals, rights respecting services. The Nigerian police force is also working on improving police welfare through initiatives like the Police Trust Fund, which provides alternative.
My point is, we don't hear about this.
So let me answer you. So you can see that you just counted, like you can count it on your fingers. When we have foundations for every other thing. You know, so the narrative is supposed to be when you go to enter a police station, first thing you see that they say police is your friend. But the citizens and Nigerians don't consider police their friend. So I will not bring out my money, or so many Nigerians will not bring out their money for the welfare of police because they feel that the person is not their friend. Because they feel like that they might not be appreciated, or maybe they've had certain sad or traumatic experiences in the past. Do you understand? So in this, like Nibo, they'll say, I would think for who thinks for me. So when people have better experiences, then they want to give back to that particular agency. That's
so you feel because Nigerians are not having...
Yeah, they don't feel very happy towards the Nigerian police. So you find out that they are not taking out their time or resources to give back to the Nigerian police. So for me, at the end of this, all about the Nigerian police rebranding themselves. Image rebranding, customer service. They need, the Nigerian police needs to also be taught customer service. You're taking care of people. Then also how manner of approach, how to now scale from the tone of your voice can go from 1 to 3 before it gets to 100. You know, they need to be taught customer service and different. You know, we take these customer service things for granted, but how you manner of approach matters.
So
generally, I think
I think we have practically finished this topic. We have said everything we need to say. But there's this report I got now that police reject 1 million bribe, arrest suspected car thieves in Katsina. We're not saying police is not doing well. They are doing their job. They are working. Maybe they came to appreciate them now for the job that they have done. They are working. We're just saying that we need a lot more rebranding for them. We need a lot more respect for them. We need a lot more etiquette for them so that People have joy when they see the police in their uniform. People give them respect. People give them the honor that they deserve. They're actually working. But sometimes they do some things that just mess up their name. And we're trying as Nigerians to clean up our police system in such a way that when you mention you are in the Nigerian police force, everybody goes stand. Yes. And I think we practically, said about this. Anybody that wants to help, hold on, we have to go. Everybody that wants to help should find better ways of helping. Don't embarrass them because you want to help them. Don't strip them of their dignity because you want to help them. And those people were deliberate about what they did. We forgive them because they've apologized, but they should not do it again, please. Thank you. That's all we can take on this segment. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we find another topic to tantalize you today. It's Good Friday. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.